Greetings. This your brother King Joseph the Poet, aka Black Jesus. And once again, I just want to touch on the Robert Brooks situation because it's triggering. It's downright it's just a sad situation, man, that we have to continue to go through this in the year of 2024. I want to talk to Latita James for a second and then address Joe Biden and his administration along with Kamala Harris and also President-elect Donald Trump. Latita James, as a black individual on this planet, I think anyone should know, you should know better than anyone what it is and what we as a people have to deal with in this country as being a black American or the original Americans. It's alarming to see that you will allow these persons to walk free, to roam freely in the city of New York after committing a vicious and heinous unaliving of Robert Brooks. This is not hearsay evidence. This is actually the crime captured on video. Now, Black America in New York have been arrested by your department or your office on hearsay evidence alone. No video, no weapons, no DNA, but yet and still they was arrested and charged. Or even some was arrested, placed in jail, and held there until you finalize your investigation. But not in this case. Not in this case where you have white officers brutally, viciously unaliving a man on video. Man, I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. But you should at the least, as the Attorney General, should have issued an arrest warrant immediately for those corporates' actions and criminal acts. Now, I want to talk to the Biden administration. Joe Biden, I know you're dealing with some difficult medical issues, and I wish you well in that aspect. However, as the President of the United States of America, I certainly and truly believe that you have an obligation and a duty to come forth and make a statement regarding this vicious crime that was committed in the state of New York, in the United States of America, and let the people know this type of action will not, and should not be supported in no means. Kamala Harris, you said you was a black woman. At least, conveniently you did. However, out of all people, you should know that this type of behavior should not be tolerated in no form or fashion in any department of government, state, or local officials. You masqueraded around the United States of America seeking for votes from Black America. I remember a statement you said once you was campaigning. You said that we know who Donald Trump is. Well, Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, we have truly come to know who you really are. And I say this unapologetic, but you prostituted yourself for votes all across this nation, making statements, but no promises. You are more than a politician, because most of you all say what's good for the moment until you get in office. You was an attorney general. You was a district attorney. And yet, you have yet to speak on the Robert Brooks issue. If you're fighting for all Americans, why haven't we heard from you in your administration, in the Biden administration? You're in the capacity to make changes, to speak out, and at least let America know that you in the Biden administration does not condone this type of behavior. Now, you have squandered the Democrat, how can I put this? Well, there's no other way to put it, but you guys been in office for 4 years, and there's nothing you have done. There's nothing you have done to really aid and assist Black America, and for that point, aid and assist America as a whole. You have made promises to some degree, but you guys haven't done anything. What you did, or what you have done, is made it more likely than not that you, the Democratic Party, would have a long, long shot of getting back in office again. Donald Trump, president-elect, you want to give police complete immunity. And if they're giving immunity, this kind of act of this kind of vicious and heinous behavior will elevate tenfold. Complete immunity for officers? No, never. You have the ability now to lock the presidential election for Republicans in for many, many decades to come. But that all depends on what you do while you're in office. You only have one term. Make it the best. Make it the best. And if you want to elevate minority votes, majority votes, which is minority votes, you have to show yourself approved. And you're in a position to do that. You're in a position to speak out against these wicked acts against Robert Brooks. You're in a position to not only show your love and respect for American citizens, but to show that you're not biased or against Black America by implementing things that will aid and assist us and protect us from these wicked individuals. I ask you today, President-elect Trump, serve your country, but also serve the people of the United States of America as well as Black America, because we have been getting the short end of the stick for decades and ages, and maybe ages to come. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen of the government, state, local, and federal, you have pushed the black cat up against the wall. And it's time for you all to know that this cannot continue. Something must, shall, and will be done. We're asking you, President Biden, Vice President Kamala, Attorney General Letitia James, and President-elect Trump. It's time to make a change. And you are in position to do it. Peace, love, and happiness to us all. Keep Robert Brooks' family, friends, and loved ones in prayer. And we must eradicate racism no matter where we find it. It must be obliterated off the face of the earth. Peace and love.